Okay, hello again. This is the video for the questions in the text, ocean exploration. Yes, I hope you've done all the questions and you're ready. Okay, so we need a pencil or a pen to check your answers, and then we need, of course, the book. Okay, let's start with these tasks. Okay, so part A was referencing, and the first reference word was them. If we look at this part in the text, the first step was to make maps of the ocean floor, which enabled the scientists to guide submarines and prevent them from having accidents. Now, submarines are vehicles, as you know, that are used under the sea. So this accidents gives us a clue, because they can have accidents because of mountain ranges, plains or valleys and under the seabed. And also, this is another explanation for us, which can be dangerous for submarine vehicles. So the answer here should be submarine vehicles. Okay? Vehicles can be optional here, no problem. This was question 1. When we look at question 2, it says since then. So for then, we need a time. It starts up from the third paragraph in April 1991. And then here there is an explanation of the disaster and what happened on that day. And then when you go down, it says, since then, scientists have been there twice. They went there first in March 1992 and then in December 2003. These two dates are after this. And before that, the only date is April 1991. So since April 1991, all of these, they visited that place again twice. So the answer should be April 1991. April is optional here. Okay. All right. Part B, we're looking for the word huge in paragraph 4. You should know that huge is an adjective. So to start with, you need to find all the adjectives in this paragraph. So if you look at these, the yellow highlighted words, these are the adjectives that we have. The word giant, size, it says. Huge is also about size. And here you have an explanation. A length grown to a length about 2 meters. So grow gives us something very big, and giant and huge mean very big. So the answer should be giant. Okay? It means they both mean very big. Okay, part C is true false. Now, when you're doing true false, you need to find the keywords. Keywords are highlighted here in green, as you can see. And in the text, these words are all given in this part. It starts in the second paragraph and moves on to the third one. A crew of Alvin descended. If you remember from the vocabulary lesson, descend means to go down to the bed of Pacific to observe the changes in sea life after the eruption. But when you look at here, eruption was witnessed it says witnessed means they saw the eruption. And then if you look at here, 1991, after they descend to the bed, after they went down, the crew of the Alvin didn't see the sea life they expected. They didn't see it. So because it says expected, it means they wanted to see the sea life. That was their aim. Instead, they saw a scene of disaster. So this means they didn't go there to observe the changes because they wanted to see the sea life. So the answer should be false. Okay. The next true false question is in the fourth paragraph. Again, the keywords are 1992, have never been able to see the growth of mineral chimneys from birth. They couldn't see them before 1992. If you look at here, in 1992, they saw that the seabed had changed rapidly since the explosion. And then we have an example here. In fact, this was the first time scientists were able to see the growth of these chimneys from birth. This means before 1992, they had never seen them. So the answer here should be true. Okay. Yes. Now let's go back to our PowerPoint, and in the task D, we have 4 comprehension questions. The first one says, give 2 reasons why many countries wanted to learn more about the oceans. Now, first we need to understand the question. The question wants us to give 2 reasons. That means we need purpose. And for these type of questions, we can start with because they wanted to, or we can just start with to. Now, the reasons are in the second paragraph, and the blue parts are the reasons. We have 4 different reasons, and as you can see, they start with exploring, documenting, investigating. We understand this from this part. They were interested in exploring, documenting, investigating. Only this one is with to better understand the constant movements. So when we are writing the answers, we need to start with because or to, like I said. So these are 2 of the options, because oceans contain rich mineral, blah, 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 or because they wanted to document. If you remember, in the text, it was documenting, but we need to change it to infinitive form to show purpose. These are 2 of the options, and the other 2 are these. Okay, to investigate, to make maps of the ocean floor. So you can stop here and check your answers if you want. This was question 1. In question 2, we have a why question. Why can the ocean floor be dangerous for submarine vehicles? Okay, so again, we're looking for a reason, and we need to start with because. This part is in the second paragraph, I think. And the first, which can be dangerous for submarines. As you can see, this is in the question. So we found the part here. We're looking for a reason, right? And as means because, if you remember from our previous lessons. So that's the reason. But because this part is in the question, we don't need to write it again. We just need to take the reason, which is the seabed is covered with mountain ranges, plains, and valleys. Okay? This is the result and is the question, so we don't need it. Next question. What did the scientists on Alvin hope to investigate on their return visits? Return visits is the clue for us, and you can see it in this part in the paragraph, which is at the end of third paragraph. The scientists dropped a marker so that they could find the spot easily on return visits. When they go again, there would be a chance to record, it says. So chance to record is investigate, and return visits is also in the question. Sorry for that. So they would have the chance to record this, to investigate this part. Because it says what, we need to write what they wanted to investigate. So only this part is enough for your answer. The rest will be irrelevant or unnecessary. Yes, the last question is a how question. When there's a how question, we're looking for a way. So for that, we can start with a sentence and write what they did, or we can start with by and write a gerund. This is the part that we should look at, and I think this is in the fourth paragraph. So they took samples from the chimneys for analysis. See, analysis is investigate, and measure the temperature of the seawater by putting thermometers into the chimneys. Now, we only want how they analyzed, how they investigated these chimneys. So I don't need this part. Okay. In this case, as I said, we can write a sentence like this, or we can change the verb and say by taking samples as the answer. Okay. I hope that is clear for you. Okay, well done everyone. That's the end of the video. We have answered all the questions. Hopefully this was useful for you. Please make notes of your problems and go to your teacher for any questions you would like to ask. Take care, stay safe and healthy at home. Goodbye.